Simplify your federal agency's technology procurement with Connection Public Sector Solutions. Connection's dedicated account managers, commitment to exceptional customer service, and extensive catalog of federal contracts make IT purchases quick, easy, and affordable. Turn your challenges into opportunities and get rid of your technology pain points with Connection today. Learn more about what's possible with Connection Public Sector Solutions at connection.com/Fed contracts.
The sweet aromas of the apple fritter, cinnamon roll, and blueberry muffin are hard to resist. So making it the rest of the way home without reaching in your McDonald's bag is no easy task. But nothing worth doing is easy.
Wake up and pair any one of these sweet, fluffy, frittery bakery treats with a McCafe iced coffee. Get any size and any flavor for just 99 cents until 11 a.m. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome to the Stephen Shiels radio show today, and Happy New Year for everyone for 2021. You know, we're still living in a pandemic, and I just wanna say, look, it was a rough year for 2020. And basically, I wanted to talk about sort of strategies that I have kept myself safe in the pandemic and in the middle of the pandemic. Now, obviously, now in New South Wales, we have to wear just a face mask in shopping centres, cinemas, I think restaurants. It's a bit of a weird law because it's a $200 fine, so this is what's going on. You got to wear that mask. And, you know, how I've kept myself safe in the middle of the pandemic for me was, I think, just taking vitamin C, healthy diet, doing my meditation and yoga as well, and obviously exercise is the best thing to do for your lungs as a musician, to keep fit and healthy. That is a huge must, especially in a pandemic. You got to keep your lungs fresh and clean, and by not smoking, not doing any hard drugs, that's how we strengthen our immune system. You know. Now, I'm not an infectious disease expert. However, these sorts of tips that I've given you is great to keep your lungs healthy, keep your lungs clean, you know, and that's what you want. That is what you want. Because healthy lungs will get you a long way. Because when you're sick, you can't do anything, especially with COVID-19 and the pandemic, and it's been frustrating for everyone. Restrictions coming back into play. New South Wales, the North Shore, some parts of the North Shore have gone into a sort of stay-at-home orders as well. But all we can do is just move on from the pandemic, and it's going to be history. It's 2021, guys. 2020 is gone. It's history, you know. So that's how I've kept myself safe in the pandemic, because I suppose you want to make sure you are safe. Am I safe in this pandemic? Am I healthy? in the pandemic as well. So that's what I wanted to touch on today. It's very important as well. And in this Facebook live stream, I'm also Instagramming, not not Instagram. I'm also live streaming to my Instagram page as well. You can comment in the chat section. Feel free to ask questions as well. It's really good. Building up a community here, and that's what I want to do, is build up a great community for you guys. Also too, we've noticed, how music classes were affected in school. Woodwind choir classes got cut as well. Now, I don't know how COVID-19 can spread through a musical instrument. You'd have to test positive for COVID-19 to spread through a clarinet or a flute or whatever you play. But it's a bit of a shame that happened, because having music classes in school is great. It's great education. It's great learning for, kids need music for mental health. Mental health is very important. And in the pandemic as well, we saw a lot of, people going crazy with toilet paper, panic buying. People have probably maxed out their credit cards. Mate, the corporations are very happy because of this. They've made a lot of money out of this pandemic as well. And it's pretty much become like another business as well for people who, selling toilet paper. Just became another way for people to make money as well. And to the struggles I've had as an entrepreneur in 2020, now 2021, starting my own company in a pandemic is not easy. Takes a lot of guts, takes a lot of courage to do that as well. And that is not an easy thing, guys. It's not easy to start your own company, become an entrepreneur in 2021 in the middle of a pandemic. There was a pandemic 100 years ago, and then, there was the Great Depression as well. I think that was in the 30s. Similar times we live in. People lining up, at the welfare office. I'll call it the welfare office for privacy reasons. The soup kitchen as well. It's pretty sad, borders opening and closing, and we had wild weather, flood as well, very bad bushfire season as well. It was quite sad, very sad. It was just probably we'll look back on 2020 in probably 20-30 years time of my life and think, Jesus Christ, people went really crazy back then, so it's what can I say, it's once in 100 years, you guess. A pandemic happened, which is pretty bad. Not the best thing to ever happen. I just wanted to share that as well. And had a wrestler die on All Elite Wrestling. That's pretty sad too. Brody Lee had a lot of potential, because I like wrestling. I watch it. Yes, wrestling is good, and such a shame. And it was last night, me and Sean Smart, we recorded a show together, and we gave a bit of a tribute to Brody Lee, and share my condolences with him for his passing. But I truly believe All Elite Wrestling is going to have a lot of potential, and it's gonna, I'd say, compete with WWE. So I hope All Elite Wrestling, and when they get the crowds back in, the shows will be better than ever. I think, once we have a vaccine rolled out, things will just be so great, and get back to normal again, which is nice. Thing two, being an entrepreneur, the constant thing is what's the struggle for me is what's called search engine optimization, where you want to rank number one on Google, and that's the hardest. SEO. SEO, it's tough. It takes probably 6 months to a year to get that consistent traffic coming in. And so that's what at Shiels Productions we've been working very, very, very hard on, is search engine optimization, because that's what I want to do. I want to be able to be out there on Google. That's what I want. So 2021, going to be better than ever. So what I've been doing during the day at Shiels Productions is, always, I have a routine as an entrepreneur. I split my days up. I have a schedule. So one day I might be working on, YouTube, and then I'll be working on, might be marketing, writing an ebook. But I don't cram it into one day. There's a big mistake you can make as an entrepreneur, is you just want to cram everything into 24 hours. But doing that, you're going to burn yourself out. And that's the problem with it as well. You'll burn yourself out, and believe me, I don't want that ever. I want to enjoy what I do. That's the point of entrepreneurship. You gotta love what you do as well. Because when you love what you do and you have a passion, it gets you up in the morning, and you just look forward to Monday. Because we've been programmed in school and with our education system that we've got to get good grades to get a good job, and we've got to go work a full-time job 9 to 5. Whenever I go to a retail store, the workers don't even look like they want to be there. Trading time for money, and what I've gotten to learn as an entrepreneur is time is money. That time is money. And time is something that you can never, ever, ever get back in your life. You'll never get time back in your life, ever. And that's one thing that's sad. It's sad as well. So what does entrepreneurship mean to me? It means to give jobs, create change, improve the economy, create something that no one has created before, because I've had way more support to be an entrepreneur than to get a job. Listen to that word, job. Have you ever been told that word, get a job? versus I'm an entrepreneur. I like entrepreneur better. It wasn't an easy decision for me to make in 2020 to be an entrepreneur. You know, and to rejection happens in life. I get rejection all the time. And dealing with rejection is not, look, you get to the point you just build a thick skin with rejection and you just think, bugger it, I'm over it, you know, I don't let it get to me anymore. Because when I love what I'm doing, no matter how much rejection I get, I just keep going. I just say, bugger it, I'm gonna keep going. You heard of that saying, go hard or go home? That's what it is. That's how you push yourself through the tough times as well. So rejection does happen as an entrepreneur. It happens to a lot of musicians in the music industry. Even in Hollywood, I think there's a lot of actors out there and a lot of musicians out there who have all this potential and they have all the talent in the world, and yet they get knocked back because the agent doesn't think they're marketable. Or it's quite sad, to be honest with you. Yeah, mental health too is very important as an entrepreneur and a businessman. It's very important to have a strong mental health as entrepreneurs, because if the mind is not working properly, then that's what can throw you off, is the mind. If the mind is not there, forget it. You gotta have the mindset. You gotta want to do it. You gotta really want to do it deep down inside of your heart to say, I want to do this. I want to run this company. I love what I do. It gets me up in the morning. This is what I love. And that's, to me, what entrepreneurship is, guys. It's, that's what it is. And, you know, when you love what you do, that's the best thing in the world. You know, and too, I've gone through a lot of tough times. I suppose we all go through the lows and the highs of our life. In business, in music. And I think, you know, we're going through tough times at the moment with the pandemic. And I think at the end of the day, yeah, it's a shit time, but it's gonna make us stronger, and we forget about it. And when it comes back to, you know, all the live music as well, that's gonna be really awesome to have. Really awesome to get back to live music and social events and dancing on the dance floor, the nightclubs. Man, it'd be a sense of relief as well, you know. Also, too, I've just published a new music video on my YouTube channel called Death Valley. Yeah, I wrote Death Valley. What album is it from? I've got a little mind block at the moment. It's about a desert landscape, because that's where I put my music videos on YouTube. Check them out, guys. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And turn on notifications as well. You know. other things too, like what I incorporate into my life is meditation. I like it. I think it's great for the mind. It's great for that mindset too, as well, to meditate. I think I'm a believer in the law of attraction, the law of vibration, because I think it comes down to that want. That what do you really want? Do you want to get out there? Publish that hit single, publish those number one works as well, and that's what I really love. I love that. I really love that, that motivation to get up there, to really want to do it as well. And that's what I like. That's what I want. And two people who have inspired me through my journey as an entrepreneur is Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, to me, he's written a really good book called Life Code. I've listened to it on Audible. It's talks about what the reality of the world is and what backstabbers do. This happens in the business world, and people in the business world, I've found, will try to rip you off. There's a lot of people that talk shit or do a half decent job and don't do the proper thing. It's usually, this is what's going on too. And I mean, what can I say? It's not good. It's terrible. It's bad. It's very bad. A lot of backstabbers who just want to ruin people. And to me, that's not good. I don't like that. And unfortunately, when people get into the world of money and business, they just want to cheat people, and it's not cool. It's not cool at all. It's disgusting. I don't like that stuff. I really don't like it at all. I don't. It's just not good. Also, too, you guys can get a 3-month free trial of Amazon Music Unlimited off my website. You just got to go to the website and click on the link. It'll take you to Amazon. And that's today's sponsor of the show, of the podcast and the live stream, is Amazon Music. They're pretty good. Again, with the vitamin C, your health is important. Because there's nothing worse when you go as a musician and then you got to play on stage and you're sick, you're worn down, you're tired, you're sleep deprived. That's not the best. It's been there, done that, and it's terrible. Very terrible as well. And been there, done that. Especially in the undergraduate days of university as well. Bad. COVID-19, the coronavirus pandemic, has completely just wrecked the music industry too. There's a lot of film crews, a lot of cruise ship musicians who have just completely, lost jobs, have to, get on the JobKeeper payment as well. They're gigging 4 to 5 nights a week and completely, went from a full income to nothing, and it's terrible. It really is. It's bad. Very bad. I remember before the pandemic hit, I went on a cruise and I was going to watch live music from the Royal Caribbean. It was awesome days. Those days. It was before the pandemic hit. The name Shiels Productions is very...
Hike the trail? Check. Order takeout? Check. Schedule heart checkup? Done. We've all adapted to a new way of living. Keep your healthcare on schedule with Johns Hopkins Medicine, where your health and safety are our highest priorities. We're ready to care for you through virtual and in-person visits across Maryland and the greater Washington region. Your health, our experts, safely caring for you. Schedule your care now. Learn more at hopkinsmedicine.org/safe.
Very special, I think, because my company is... It's me. It's my company. I love it. Shiels Productions, it's just... I just came up out of nowhere. The name just... Boom. Just came up with Shiels Productions as well. And so that's how I've done it. I just one day just said, alright, I'll come up with a logo for Shiels Productions, and that's it. And that was my company. Some great musicians that I saw live was there was Shannon Knoll. I saw him probably 2012. I saw him at the Campbelltown Catholic Club. I saw him do a live show, and it was pretty good. Played his hit songs. It was a great show, great night out too. And that's, I love live music. I miss those days. I miss the days of live music. And too, I saw Dream Theater as well. I saw John Petrucci. Am I saying that right? Petrucci. Yeah, they played Pull Me Under at the Horden Pavilion. I think I was in my 3rd year of my undergraduate degree, and that was just like really good stuff. Really good stuff as well. Loved it. It was really great. And it's just a fantastic show. Fantastic atmosphere. I love the smaller venues the best, actually. I don't know, you just feel that you're more up close, and you got more engagement with the band too, and that's what I love. I love that as well. Other musician too I'm listening as well is Eminem. Eminem, definitely. Eminem, for me, there's a lot of truth in his lyrics. He doesn't write crap. He writes stuff that makes a lot of sense too, and that's what I love. I love it when a musician out there just writes something truthful, I think, and that's what I love. You know, he's got a song called Rap God as well. And Rap God, very creative. That guy's so creative. Like, he's got a lot of creativity, and basically, very interesting he is. Very good writing, very talented, multi-talented actually. You got to check out his new stuff as well. Also, too, guys, I've got free ebooks on my website as well. You can download those ebooks and you can read them as much as you want. They're yours to download for free. I've got free manuscript paper on my website. Check those out as well. Links should be in the description. Yeah, AC/DC. I'm surprised they were able to write another album this year. Was it this? No, it was last year. Was it the pandemic? Is it Shot in the Dark or something? Yeah, you know, they don't have the old lead guitar player Malcolm Young anymore, which is sad. The band still got it. They're really still able to rock it out, you know. Tupac as well. I've been getting some inspiration from him. See, as a film composer, I like to listen to other things too, like Tupac or, you know, even rap music, like Eminem, a bit of 50 Cent as well. I'm dropping out. Sorry, Sean. Sorry, mate. I'm also live streaming the show on Instagram, on my Instagram page as well. So if it's dropping out, I've got the audio for the show. It'll be on my podcast feed. I don't know what's happening with the camera. Me and Sean, we did an episode yesterday, and the thunderstorm decided to just, put half the internet down in the street. I apologize for the dropping out, guys. This is what internet in Australia is as well. So I am using my cellular data personal hotspot as well. I can't help it. I don't know. It's out of my league. Okay. You know, and technology as well is not the best. God's sakes. Yeah, my apologies, guys. If it's dropping out, I can't help that as well. We're just having connection problems, but you can listen to the audio on the podcast app, so I'll keep going. Alright. Yeah, so technology has really had a huge influence on music. Is the internet a bit better? Yeah, so technology has really just pretty much changed the way we live as musicians, because years and years and years ago there was no such thing as technology. It was all, you had to know your stuff as well, and that's the hardest. That is the hardest as well. Also, too, you gotta love comedy, guys. I've been listening to Rodney Rude as well. Classic Australian comedian. Definitely one of Australia's funniest comedian you can have is Rodney Rude, because he's just funny. Hello, Mitchell. How are you? I'm great, mate. How are you? Also, his name is T. Lopea. I had him on the show last year in December. It was a fantastic interview. Ask me questions, mate. Hopefully the internet's much better. I was trying to live stream to Instagram at the same time and do it, so maybe the bandwidth got a bit. So my apologies for that, guys. That's not my fault. Had a storm last night. I can't help that. But you'll get an actual audio recording in your podcast feed. That's good to hear, Mitchell. I'm glad the stream is good. I think when you're trying to stream to Instagram and Facebook at the same time on a personal hotspot, I think it's the bandwidth. So Instagram. I was live streaming the show on my Instagram page for the first part. You can check that out. Yeah, so going to comedy as well. I love comedy. Like, I've been watching Dave Chappelle on a bit of Dave Chappelle on Netflix, Joey Diaz on Amazon Prime as well. But I love Australian comedy more. Rodney Rude, for starters. He's one of the most funniest blokes you can listen to. Has anyone out there been to a Rodney Rude live show? Because that guy is a genius, as well. So yeah, I love comedy. It's great. You gotta have a laugh. Definitely gotta have a laugh. Laughter is very, very, very important to have laughter in your life. You got to do that. Definitely. Laughing is... It's spectacular. When you look at bands like Metallica as well, like, far out, they've been going since the 80s. The 80s, guys. Yeah, what comedy show are you gonna watch this year, Mitchell? Yeah, tell me about it. I hope more are gonna come up after COVID vaccinations. What comedian would you go and see live on stage? And who's your favourite? Who do you recommend to the whole audience as well. You know. So guys, I wanted to show you my merchandise for Shiels Productions here. We got our snapback hats as well.
The sweet aromas of the apple fritter, cinnamon roll, and blueberry muffin are hard to resist. So making it the rest of the way home without reaching in your McDonald's bag is no easy task. But nothing worth doing is easy.
Wake up and pair any one of these sweet, fluffy, frittery bakery treats with a McCafe iced coffee. Get any size and any flavor for just 99 cents until 11 a.m. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We've got a trucker's hat. Great fit. We've got another snapback hat as well. Beautiful. Work of art. Logo done myself. And custom made gaming mouse pads. You've got landscape. These are made in the United States of America, so these are like actual gaming mouse pads. And you've got portrait as well. Beautiful. Again, logo done myself. Comedy store at Moore Park. Is there a comedy store at Moore Park? Yeah, what shows are going on there, Mitchell? I didn't know there was a comedy store in Moore Park. Must be in Sydney, that would be. I think. It should. Yeah, so, you know, my journey on YouTube as well. 6 months. Uploaded probably about 10 videos yesterday, so you've got videos for the week. I've just finished the behind the scenes of the scoring competition too. Oh, it's in the entertainment quarter. What part of the entertainment quarter? The comedy stories. And is it actual, like, you can watch comedy shows, or do people do stand-up comedy there? Yeah, YouTube's great. I love it. I love the productivity in YouTube because it... yeah, I haven't looked in a long time, but when I have more time and money, I will go. Lol. Is it at the SCG? Sydney Cricket Ground. What comedy would you buy next time you go to the comedy store as well? Yeah, so my journey on YouTube is... I'm really enjoying it. I love the productivity. I love the creativity involved in it. And I love that I can give you teaching videos on, you know, my techniques on how I write music too. That's what I love the most. I really love that. You know. And I thank everyone out there who have subscribed to my channel and they've supported it. You know, I'm looking at, you know, great quality content coming up this year as well. Also, guys, some more merchandise to show you. We have our custom-made coffee mugs from Shiels Productions. Beautiful. So if you need that morning cup of tea or morning cup of coffee, send me a message on more information on how you can get it as well. And we have our Shiels Productions travel mug as well. So we have that. Send me a message on how you can get your merchandise. Who's your favourite comedian in Australia, Mitchell? And what style of comedy do you like? Australian comedy's the best. You know what I love about comedy? You can go on a cruise ship and you actually, you got comedy. I love it. You got the adults only comedy. That's the best. That is the best thing to watch. Great to have a laugh. You know. So basically, I've moved on from 2020. I'm just so glad that year is over. Because, look back now. Sean. As well. So yeah, it's great to have moved on from 2020. That's the best thing. It's just been a gift. Moving on. So I've got a question that came into me this week from Yasmin Valentina Arkanstalls. She wrote into me and she said, "What inspired you to learn the clarinet and when did you start?" I was inspired to play the clarinet because I just had a natural gift for it. I actually got a bit of inspiration from the clarinet when I was a kid, and it looked very technical and looked sort of great to play. I tried to play the cornet. Couldn't really be a brass player, and so when I went and saw Mark Walton play a live concert at a local church and gave me inspiration to learn it. And I was playing in a community band, and so that's how I got inspired. And then started, getting inspiration from Stanley Drucker, Martin Frost as well. And, that's what I got inspired from.
At Facebook, we continue to take critical steps to better secure our platforms, including more than tripling safety and security teams to 35,000 people and partnering with security researchers, other tech companies, and law enforcement. What's next? We support updating internet regulations to address today's challenges and hold companies, including Facebook, accountable for preventing election interference, protecting people's privacy, and enabling safe and easy data portability between platforms. Learn more at about.fb.com/regulations.
Another question came from Yasmin as well. Did she? Oh yeah, when did I start playing? So I started playing when I was 16. And then I put it down for a couple of years, and then I sort of picked it back up again when I was 19 to really take it seriously and go to a tertiary level of study. Also, too, guys, I've got music on royalty-free music libraries as well. If you need music for a project or, a film or a video game, or you can message me to find out more. And follow my Instagram page as well, guys, because I really thank you for supporting my Instagram as well. You can just type in Shiels Productions and it'll come up my Instagram page. Mitchell's asked a question. Yay! Hi, Stephen. One question. What is your biggest goal for 2021? Biggest goal for 2021, guys, is to get more YouTube subscribers. I think to get at least 500 YouTube subscribers is my goal. At least getting 500 Facebook and Instagram followers as well. Start getting teaching students to play the guitar and the clarinet as well. And getting more streams on my music, and eventually, getting those sales coming in for my royalty-free music on the royalty-free libraries as well. And improving my work. That is my goal for 2021, and looking at doing 1 to 2 live streams a week for the podcast as well. Growing the podcast has grown. I really thank everyone for actually listening to it, because I've had 200 downloads in not even 2 months, guys. Not even 2 months, and that I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. And look, guys, wherever you subscribe to your podcast, subscribe to it. Leave a review as well. Leave a rating on on Apple Podcast. Share the podcast on your social media, guys. Thank you for listening to today's Facebook live stream. It was really awesome. I will be on next week again, hopefully Tuesday. Looking at doing 1 to 2 shows a week, so gradually getting there. I'm only new to streaming, so I'm doing my best. Guys, have a good night and a happy new year.
Geico presents Motorcycle Word of the Day. Today's word is gremlin. Is a gremlin an unknown and persistent mechanical issue? Or is it something large that gets caught in your teeth when you ride with your mouth open? As in,
man, I gotta stop singing 80s power ballads when I ride. Ugh, keep getting gremlins in my teeth. See?
Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
911, what's your emergency?
Una camioneta que se cruzan las vías. Y el tren, ay Dios mío.
Señora, ¿me estás diciendo que un tren le pegó a una camioneta?
Sí, yo pensé que alcanzaría a cruzar, ellos iban rápido, creo, y después... Ay Dios mío, qué horror.
No puedes saber a qué velocidad viene un tren. Por eso están los señalamientos de advertencia. Obedécelos. Alto, el tren no para.
Mensaje de Netza.